A 19-year-old girl has broken her silence, revealing a harrowing encounter in Techiman, where a group of Nigerian men allegedly attempted to sacrifice her for ritual purposes. A horrifying plot she narrowly escaped with her life. Plus, we turn the spotlight on the recently ended 80th United Nations General Assembly, which brought together governments and world leaders from across the globe in New York City, United States. I am Kweku Annan, and tonight we're coming to you from all corners of the world, of course, live in this very HQ, here in the studios of CTV, and of course, dozens are picking. Let's begin with our very own Sunyane is on the beats, of course, 88.1 FM, and then Western Region has just picked the feed on Tadi 99.1 FM. In London, they've just clocked on GOB broadcasting on modernghana.com and tune in. And still, of course, GOB clocked on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information superhighway tonight is rising this show on my CTV-GH, and the Frontline Ghana. Now, I'm quite certain that everybody know what to do. Subscribe to these two links. My CTV-GH, like you are writing a letter to that girlfriend of yours. These days we don't write letters to girls through the mobile phone. So like writing a letter to the lady, okay? My dear so and so and so and so, my dear Akusia, my dear Ya Ajua, and many more. So it's my CTV-GH, one word straight, and then the Frontline Ghana. The Frontline Ghana, one word. Try and do this exercise just within a minute. Now, when you subscribe to this too, what we do here is that times and times, due to some technical challenge, one of the networks, for example, like the links can go down. Now, when this link, the first one goes down, we quickly switch to the second link, okay? So then you'll be able to get the feed. The reason I'm doing this, I've taken a bit of time to do this, is because 2 weeks ago, a lot of people, hey, I was shocked to hear, Kwekwane, you didn't do the program. Why is it? But those watching mainstream television were comfortable watching it. So, and those of you, who love to watch it online because due to, lack of time, either at work, he may not be able to reach home to switch on his television, so he'll watch it online. And also Ghanaians in diaspora, many were complaining. So, folks, let me continue to drum home till it gets there. So subscribe to the Frontline Ghana, the Frontline, because these days, the online editor, Ken Campbell, has decided to push most of the program also on the Frontline Ghana to be able to activate and live the link, okay? Good. I've mentioned your name, Kens. Kens, I've mentioned the full name. I don't know why you are hiding. You see, this my MCR guys. Everybody is hiding. Oh, they are all hiding, right from the executive producer to technical to everybody hiding. Nobody wants to pop their face. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. Why they are doing what they are doing. But anyway, it's one of those. So, yeah, Keynes has decided to live the second link so that you'll be able to, get all the programs. So, in case the Frontline Ghana goes down, we'll switch on to my CTV. In case my CTV-GH goes down, we'll switch on to the Frontline Ghana. So, what you would do to save the situation so you don't come back again to complain is to what? Subscribe to both links, right? Great, guys. Plus the interactive segments on the WhatsApp line tonight. I guess that I have to read some messages. 0202973461. The WhatsApp console, our line is 02029734661. Yes. Me, I'm good. When I was in school, I was so good. What I wasn't good at is physics. But I was good in many things like, writing English and all of those things and the blah, 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 blah. My parents initially thought that I have to read law. Because then this guy, I love asking questions. There were so many things they thought I have to do this or that and blah blah blah. My dad was an engineer. I did some engineering course. Eventually, I have to abort it, and then here we are. Services to God and country. I decided to choose the pen and the microphone, and here I am with my services to God and country. Folks, tonight I welcome all viewers here in Ghana and around the world. Tonight's show is quite a disturbing one. Let me first tell you this. It's going to be it's a disturbing show. Why is it disturbing? We are going to tackle tonight's show on two multiple fronts. One, a chilling account of a 19-year-old girl. A 19-year-old girl narrowly escaped. Listen, a 19-year-old girl narrowly escaped an attempted murder by a group of Nigerian men. This incident happened all the way in Techiman. They wanted to sacrifice this girl for ritual purposes, okay? Yes. And guess what? This young lady spoke to the convener of all of this Nigerian tie, and me, Kweku, also the referee. And when he was speaking to the convener, I was there. So quickly, we plucked and recorded the conversation. Subsequently, I also have spoken to the lady on another account. Tonight, I'm going to give you the first, part one of this young lady's account. Folks, just brace yourself. It's a chilling one. It's a very chilling one. Okay? And then still on the bill, we would want to throw the spotlight on the very recent ended 80th United Nations General Assembly and what went on there. And I'm sure many of you are following or have followed the developments where quite a number of, African leaders, the leaders in Africa, went there and made some profound statement and what have you, including our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the president of Kenya, William Ruto, the Botswana president, and many more. But as the African heads of state are at the corridors of the UN, adding up to the global order and the decision-making process, including bilateral cooperations and integrations and what have you. These same Western elements are at their back door. They are at their back door seeking to what? Destroy African continent. Isn't this bizarre? Tonight, I'm gonna give you something to watch in this space. Now, there are three developing stories tonight I'm gonna run you through. It's now what we are hearing. Sam Jatta George, the Minister for Communication, claims or says he has managed to secure a very good deal. With who? DSTV? And by what? Really? Have you heard that the RTI bill, the right to information, have you heard what is going on ever since the bill was passed? And instead of institutions and agencies to provide information for Ghanaians, rather, the RTI commission is rather incurring debts for this republic. What it means is that the agencies who are supposed to provide information for same Ghanaians are refusing to do so. Rather, we are incurring debts. The information is not for them. Give the information to Ghanaians. No. We are now rather incurring debts. Great. And I'm sure the last on the bill, these three developing stories, I'm just going to deal with it right after my commercials. Now, guess what? Imani has launched one of their explosive document, very harrowing. And I'm sure many of you have heard. You've heard the Imani's document, right? Gold for what? Oil. I told you so, Ghanaians. Do you recall? Here in my studios, I played a video of the current Bank of Ghana governor. What's his name? Mr. Isiama. When Mr. Isiama was interviewed and he said, this issue of this goal for whatever, Dr. Isiama said in his interview that, listen, Bank of Ghana is even confused about this goal for whatever oil and all of those blah blah blah, because according to document before him, he still can't get it, even though the goal for oil was ostensibly used or orchestrated or pushed by same Bank of Ghana, courtesy the former Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. Today, the Imani report says what? Several billions and billions and billions and billions missing, gone. Here, I played the video and I said one day the former Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia would have some questions to answer. We are here today. Folks, let's get started. It was himself here. And then Monday, and the 28th of September 2025, the year of our Lord, in the next couple of hours, the month of September will be gone. And then we jump into the month of October. Month of October, my association, you know why? My association, my daughter turns 13 years. And I saw the minibio. I said, yes, I'm a 13-year-old woman. I'm a 13-year-old girl and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure by now she's even watching. Yeah. She knows that I can't put her image on the screen. She knows for sure. We've discussed that, and not once, any moment or any time her birthday is on and her pictures will be on the screens. And she knows that for security reasons. Her father's mouth. Her father's mouth is something else. And I cannot attract onto my daughter all kind of security risk. Yeah. But she's pulling me like nobody's business. So the month of October is a real business and a real deal. Yes, and quite a number of others who are also celebrating their birthday in the month of October. Of course, we're going to deal with it easy, right, guys? I welcome all of you here in Ghana and around the world. Tonight, 28th of September, we are bringing you special edition. The special edition begins with a 19-year-old girl and a 20. Sorry, guys. Which calendar am I reading? Yes, it's 29th of September 2025. Now, we begin tonight with this special edition coming your way. Don't you flip it. Rather call a friend, call a brother, call a sister all over the world. Now, we begin with a 19-year-old girl who narrowly escaped. As a 19-year girlie or escapee, kwanya na Nigerians be person de ne faso. No mu yi ni free ho. Wo mo sacrifice rano. Wo mu bekuno. Na erei bomodia ku chinchin internet ne so na ne nsaka. Eye Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga's contact. Na bra one Hassan Ayarga di nkomo no. Ne yete ho. Ye no mebi. Na ofre Hassan oni Hassan di nkomo ne say, "Hey, assemble ni." Then we managed to secure the recordings of this. Ebusiafo, wo beti asem you. Minti ho abakwasem bida ekonya. Ti edi run e faso. E wo Techiman abonten so. A 19-year-old girl. Oni nua eba. You couldn't deny a sacrifice. Now, according to Abu Frey, Nigerians are more bottom pem. Ewo Techiman no, you knew one idea. Now, the Okaya say you crab you say. Now, when my dear Nigerians ne go on ayo mo say iso mo tunton enro supplement ni ade na mo de koran e na mo use Ghana for no e dey solicit for den market o say den na say say any Nigerian ni bia obehu no a wo ma say group o wo de wa obeti nsem no say Nigerian ni bia bag mu no bosom dem o mo de yeden in person me cancer. I don't want to take the wind out of her sail. Obeti a konya nti ye ba be sacrifice 19-year-old girl. Asem we maka kire mo pen so mo amowo institutional memory no be kaya maka pen say a queen be beba mama bossa tape na chama anadwi me bebo part 1 only Dr. Hassan dim komono kwechire and I was just sitting there and we're just recording. Yes. Answer mia mi wie no mia so mini rani dim komo we be nsem bi so. Hey. De akoso o memu hani. Okay. Anadwi the very chilling accounts of this 19-year-old girl. Yene Ghana for any we are seen a beche and what's no one. The Atosubium, United Nations 80th Assembly Nania Ekoso, Amampeni or more Africa, including your President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Umina Kokodin Komo, kama, Bibia Koye, Nanso Amampeni or one more Africa, Edin Komo at the corridors of UN, no Musu Nimse. The same Western world one or Moody's uncommon. One microphone be in be Africa ha. Dear no be ha. One be say Africa no masi kumnim emunipa as say yonko. Yanya omo boni bia o. Quite apart from slave trade no kranwa. Ye hear reparation omo femba no. Still, woman wo Africa say because recent I friends assembly. I remember say Ruto was telling them say the next the world order no, the decision of the world order no, they cannot ignore the 54 nations in Africa. But one more plan, woman say Africa is the next to lift up the world until they would have to destroy the continent first. Folks, ubetin semo wasum. Enime group no so do so papa. Ti folks, men say break kwa frewu nuanwe. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister. Now fi yenti chenyama na yenyen intent. More motion from the YouTube, Facebook, and your television. And your honky kahon. Folks, young quote Jumediano so quickly. Up next would be Ghana Speaks Proudly, brought to you by Biogas Expert 4. The Biogas Expert there. Mekon mankon saa ni edwuma na etie kire se ye nnuma bebre ennuma ni bebre ye ne bi ka ho se ye den ye sisi dan ya ye si dan so pese ye besi udan no so ma wa ye besi ama ye si ma wa ye be ye enema maako mienu miensom 1 ye be the state of the art kitchen with dan ma efepa ye be sanso so aye den floor tiles come on state of the art kitchen even a ocean ye be floor tiles and so ama floor tiles na ye yama no hye no so ye ba kwakodi bronye hwe ne ya be ye tiles papa bi pa na ye di ama na tiles na ye ma wa for the month of November na ye ma wa December, which is the Christmas feast no ne ya sia ba be sisa o tiles no so ne ye paint it with different color, beautiful, very nice paint ne paint ya empepa, rather it gives the brightness, the beauty of your home and your rooms. Baby, I don't know, tiles na den. Yeah, your screen is no. You benefit at the amount. Tiles so domestic and industrial. Opesi yen wo bedrooms and all the rooms or compound ye be amount, including say we here tiles papa yen so fema e supermarket or anampo say workshop anamo running fuel stations. Ye ba be the amount come. Now the very technological parts of this tiles, HSA tiles be more ding. Ye yamawa opa kofa bulldozer be ura compound say on python empire technology near there. Great one, nice one. Ye bear the amount. What you say? I tiles no masam na make you. See tiles are ye no nan saying e we fie ne ko 5 free ne a trim a waste of time. A trim. Now ufri tiles no so afi mo amu hia bibi ti say boho e wo fie anampo say for industrial purpose o site bibi a ye si dan de bia tanka na ekokotwe nsuo ba ade na o ma meye boho e wo site ho enfema because ye wi asa boho na nkasa so betimi a serve bibia e dan ye sie ne kama till thy kingdom come nti wo pa me yembesi boho no ba mienu yensi ba ko ufie yensi ba ko site ho obetimi aton se de bia akojo awo no e kana asem no obeton de nyesi kai ne bebre boho papa bi pa na e wo screen so no sema no e be boa wo aboa wo bi ne bebre mu afi hye no so se hwe mo pass asiato enem ne ade ye won sa se bebre bi wo sa komo no ho e bi susu o Legon Hills ho, including say ye baba ye constructed the biggest real estate ever in the whole of the capital. And only ye kwa kwesi wo Ebri side, se muni mo Ebri honom. Yes, Ebri ho. Pediasi Lodge nature ho na sa asase yantam ne ye ko na wo screen so no. This is the animation. We enye edan we animation, but then ye we dan sia say pepe na edan no. You see you see 300 affordable houses, so 150 on my left, 150 on my right. Now guess what? One unit house biana just say 3 bedrooms emususu kama. Now sa construction we home is going to be one of a securitized area obi ntimi nra ho nkoye bone ho. No sa bie ye such that Nigeria for ntimi me ho. No nti we Nigerian me use Ghana ni nkoto as events down way you who say we Ghana will throw you out. Me na mkachiro Nigeria ni ntimi me ha opa catchem I'm sounding anti-Semitism, or I'm sounding xenophobia, or I'm sounding and all of those whatever. We don't care. Here Nigeria new ho. A Ghana from Kwan better ho. Yeah, as far as me are concerned, me wo hope Ghana from Kwan so better ho. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now, Sheldon so say a dan and what bakwa sama ye de ma wa ne say a dan no nebo 3 bedroom ne air call for saying $150,000. $150,000, very cool, easy to go, is it not? Great. Now what you do is that you commit 20% of the 150, 20% of $150,000. You're saying na febra o de ba automatically you qualified to be a house owner. Then remaining 80%, you know, may I spread the amount for 8 years. You heard me right. Remaining 80% in the best spread the amount for saying 8 years. Ni see dying amount. And then you be see ho supermarkets be ho, schools wo ho, police station wo ho, there be fitness wo ho. Biara emani pa sitnemu. Ye trama ya sitnemu dada sitna eye easy man. Ye ni na bi e wo. Nti obetimi atra ho kra ye wedwuma e bibia wumpie nkwa bonte. Ete say wiase bia ye ba be mantam wo ho. I believe say wo beto pa che say oho na nkasa na wo hwe environment na emu onwuno serene environment kama basa sembia na kro no bia ewie o munso no mu monche no me bia say no sense we are mounting a heavy security post both north, south, east, everywhere, all over the place. Cameras in Kwane oh enti Ghana for channel so o abrochi memu na opese dan ubeka ho bie ana obe ba me ebo ebusuan wo ho a mesre obomodian numbers na egu screen so no emfiti se opese isi wodan ma bia na wo asase bia na water asase na opese isi a biogas expert engineers be ni na ma ana wesi udan mpo ewie a opese ye state of the art kitchen e wo ma na ye beto floor tiles ni na so mawa ni na so akonya e bibia ope minima dia ope de yentimi mo wonye pa nipa ti betwitwa nam ni nipa namo e betwitwa ene de yentimi nye se edwan ba bibia wasa asisi bia ye ya ebo nipa dada setnemu e yedwuma Azira Major, yeah, you're being now for fair. Come on. I'm part of this company. We guarantee you. All right. Inti nintam so na unkoye koko sechi impeta grobi sa na me ne ochina na me ade no frɛ wonum number na egu screen so no 055 5893001 Mrs. 055 5893001 and 0546 205377. I repeat 0546 205377. Okay, inti se wopa dia obeya na se fa wo camera no screenshot number no na fetu wo phone no baby. So what I say na eda opese no omudi nkomo no frɛ wonum. The beauty of this is this numbers ni mienu na so WhatsApp. Inti me sɛ wo frɛ no obi amfa quickly save no biogas expert and I'll bet me save anything I'll be kai. Now if you was sending message wait me a voice recording at the ama warnum because they be could do one more site me pen na me call site once in a blue moon. What I say they be on one more site sometimes due to locations or me kono na networking in yedwuma into the message voice recording and also say be a message one more API free site but where on menya internet na they will respond to you bibia opese uhia asase o edanyo edie ben bibia ye be ni na fefefe e de amount na enyoma na atotona kwemu. Great guys, tonight there is this developing story. I need to work it out quickly before I answer my comment, my politics of today. Yes, I need to work out this quickly. Now, about a few weeks, perhaps about a month plus near, NET said, Minister for or of Communication, Sam Jata George, yet so ne DSTV 14 comma, a same way a Ghana for Yina Mika Hubi, Yina Yehia Diano, a Yehia Sem, say, a Konya DSTV 4, at the Ghana for air fastener. No, absolutely untenable. It's absolutely unreasonable. Enunti Mobasha. There is this influx of Nigerian boxes. Ghana for be are subscribing to this Nigerian internet services, whatever. Now, in our quest to disassociate or to do away with these Nigerian boxes, and they precipitated this workable stuff. Say, Sam George, any DSTV for one say, no DSTV for until say. Sikana moji wa yehon sa 500 ne 300 ne 380 sin ase for monte somaye because DSTV dey pa na woso dey pa na mo fi say wo DSTV ne so a mo dwiri sika ti say every Ghana for yehon ene ora Sam George e dey abeto ho say ani wewie ne neni kura gidodo eye na hohoaho a say yeso ontimi nya say do no wa ye wie nti Ghana for ina mo nse ma no ye mo nse ma no said ye ben ya teso ana no rather se kaneno na bia wutua 380 ana wutua 200 ana wutua 100 ana whatever, you continue to pay that money. Nemum DSTV4 at the more than channels abeka ho sana Sam George yesi koye Sam George Sani yesi kokoye. And Ghanaians are demanding reduction on the subscription. They say, "Ko na kodin komo no muntis kanu so mayen." Not up na DSTV dear pa channels ne go on. Hey, me one day me trust din flip it through. I have DSTV, I have GoTV. GoTV no crowd them to watch ni baby crowd. At the hawk can one say me hear me clean ups and me clean. Enye emfa nye adwuma. DSTV ni pe. Na me share DSTV ni na down. I'm say, it's a day na mu ye movies na mu ya ye who movies ni ti. Apart from say ye ball live, me nyoma mienu miense bi na me hwe was one. Number 1, CNN. 2, WWE. Come here, me a wrestler. Yes, me ball wrestling no. Me a wrestler. Me say a basketball player. Me share wrestling also, me share CNN also. Then Venezine ID investigative dieben discovery. Na no mpono. Se se nyoma ye hwe so no eye nyoma nkitinkiti bia. En se a warranty say sika no a ye tua dia ma DSTV for. Nti ko na kohwe na montra se ne yente so no dabi. Say ye compact to say ye ben yo. Yante so rather one the channel dodo e ba be kan na ye den the egu hodada na ya hwewie the egu hodida no a Sam George eno yen hyeden huhu faso bi a wo hwe channels ni bi otum say outmoded niema bi no mo ye ho ya hwewie na kokoye adwuma no a de wotumi ye ne and Sam George abetena radio no so kasa ahomaso bi nipa ba ko a Mr. President John Dramani Mahama. I am saying this tonight. Simpany for Muntu Sabrante no for Sam George. Listen, there was a time here ye be ade bi wo ha me face say anko ye be patcho say oh sana we Nigerian no be say we Nigerian ne ye be kan sa asem no, but you and I have crossed ourselves in many angles. Me meni nsawo but owura Sam George let me tell you this and let me say it strongly and unequivocation. Trust me, minutes to honor what ten will be a better hopping. Sa ahomamaso no ene niama ho no ene nyanso ho no a wode te minutes ho a say you say Brana only Ghana for making komo. Natural and the obetinya yo, said the wa yo, said the debea. And also no ubeka, kasa some George speak as if though somebody's owing him. And I said he's tired of Ghanaians and therefore it is his own right that he would speak or otherwise decide not. Kasebia wo kasenne with your whatever you brokered a deal with DSTV. And yet now I'm sure sir the Minister of Communication should go out there. Go and speak to Ghanaians randomly. Maybe some say, now we need DSTV for you. If this is what Ghanaians are looking for, now get the answers and publish it. Near say, they are Ghana for Nisha. All right, that's what I'm saying. Sir. Mr. President Mahame, advise this your minister. He's not bigger than Ghanaians. Sam George, listen. It's not about your constituency, Prampramo. Stop that nonsense and that stupidity and that rough. Do you understand me? Jaisan kwasia samwa. What a ministry wa? Wokasa rough. You speak rubbish. Now wokasa arrogantly, impudent and insolent. Mami kan reflecting ye. Fika sebeka se wokase nyama ho. Eni nyanso ho. Tieniye. If you refrain from that kind of style, that kind of, you've gained that notoriety, and it's like what? It's a trajectory. You are not trying to walk away from it. But listen, there are more people in NDC who were there before you. Don't provoke some of us. Oh, Papa, E.T. Mensah. Whoa. No, I mean Papa. I've been to E.T. Mensah's office before. You were serving E.T. Mensah. He asked you to serve me water. You, Sam George. E.T. baby, you free. Ora. But me person me two say. Me say, my buy E.T. Mensah office, my woo. E.T. Mensah or thou say, go and serve him water, my why da. Okay? And to Brown wants say, NDC government has 4 years to leave or otherwise will decide to renew their mandates. And some of you would make the NDC either more attractive or otherwise you go home like you, Sam George. And I know a lot of NDC in Penifuni Nimasama making. Speak well. Okay? Speak well. Some phone, and Yamaka sa arrogance, and sa kind of useless talk. You will not even open a word. Don't. If you want, come and close my TV station. Okay? You are 7 Ghanaians. One Mami or Slowusu. So no ministry home. Ediana Manka. Ediana Manka. I was Slowusu. You and Slowusu. Muna know the same committee. You think we don't know what went on? We know a lot of. Until recently, I was asking Sam George a question about something. Guess what Sam George told me? And I have the recordings there. What Sam George should tell me is saying, he cannot answer further questions and that I should table my questions through the right to information bill. Now I'm saying, oh, good. Now I come and do them. So, whoa, I will definitely get you one of these days. You, Sam George. Any minister appointed by John Mahama, or John Mahama na kachiremu. It is because of Ghanaians that you are a minister. So don't you dare go and do some rubbish shady deal and come and speak to Ghanaians in another insolent, repugnant manner and make yourself look as though you have the right to speak anyhow you want. I'm telling you, you better, shape it well and speak well to Ghanaians. Sam George. Send this in Penifoni to me in Kasan Chilawa and Yameme Kachiro. And then me the better. And then, I remember in my days at Net2, the same thing happened. And one day, Kennedy, Japan, Jai, or Imani, or Madame Flem. So, really? And Sam George, Nim Kasa. Sam George, or Nim Kasa, a Germany, a Sequoiano, and Yana Ghana for a Sequoiano, and Wakweno. Kone DSTV Fonte price, and so. Rather, one Marco negotiate, he said, one more channels and make a dear. Now, you think that's what Ghanaians are looking for? Do you know how many years DSTV for back Ghana? A boom, Kronua, DSTV for back Ghana for Ebinye. Ebinye. Muye Bibia, Muye in a way, just deals left and right. And we know so many things. I don't want to waste my time on that ministry. We know a lot, right from Oslowusu's days. Right from Oslowusu's days. There are many reports. We'll talk about it maybe in a very good time. You the same Sam George were in this country. You mounted a spirited crusade on what? On lesbianism and gay rights. What has become of it? You have to tell Ghanaians in the coming days. I dare you, come and tell Ghanaians. You use that as what? A political tool, a political propaganda, or what is it? Come and tell Ghanaians what has happened to that of your what? Your anti-crusade against lesbian and gay rights. What has happened to it? You use that to gain so many access into many corridors. You think we are fools? You politicians in this country, some of you think we are fools? You're always riding and playing on the keyboard of emotions of Ghanaians. What has happened to the gay rights? The gays and the lesbian rights. Bill, 9 months into your government, come out and speak to Ghanaians. What's your son? How dare you? You think you are more Ghanaian than anybody? Your scope and your power resides within the confines of Pram Pram. Beyond, you got no dare any authority on any Ghanaian to be speaking rubbish. Okay? Your days of being the minister perhaps could go either 1 year, perhaps 2 years, and your mama will reshuffle. And to be kasa nyansem now what in via saying what Sam John a year and kwasa same way bring me chikokune na me bu ye fi say wo hwe ministers ni bia na wo hwe be na make no me person me for Sam George me krum why as white as snow. I know you so well. Come on. Na mo nkwala we nan mo politics afun we na we nya post bi na wa ba be shem wo be shem a insese wo de ahobrase obuo na wo de som Ghana for no ahom maso fitai muhu bi da na mo de e be gina Ghana for ye kon so said ye e na ye den bunch of bebre na so na mo ban so a mo wie e bi na me ba be ken ye wie ne ye koye assessment nso a Oslo Usu was in parliament took saying $250 million in the name of Ghanaians. Also, this Ghana rural telecommunication, whatever, and Ghana's parliament passed that money for Oslo Usu. This says or the where is it? Where is it? NDC MPP, bunch of criminals and crooks are for. I see a pummel, and I'm calling the military of this country to wake up. Protect the constitution and take power from these very rogues and radicals. The military, as a someone taking over this country and save the constitution from this radical element who are good for nothing and they ain't got any good thing for this country. As soldier, they are our brothers and sisters who. Nobody is asking for coup, but I'm saying that they should protect the constitution and take the power as some wrestle power every the trajectory of this our democracy. I'm scared. I'm afraid. I've said this before. I wish I don't know so many things. At least if you don't know, you don't know. But knowing what you know, and then there isn't any salvation, there isn't any rescue mission, there isn't any way out, and it continued to go on that trajectory. You ask the question, when the end of this? We don't know. It's going to go this way. Now, the next on the bill, the same parliament here, parliament between NDC, MPP, Woma passe a DBSC right to information bill. Ghana for Monte, the RTA, the right to information bill, one pass in the Dabing. How many years ni afi ye design institution ye baby siwo institution ye de be si we the year can say Ghana ni biara baby wo free pay atoy and every Ghanaian including a day old child until bibia se a owo ho kwan se obetimi atro no de akọ information baby any Ghana institution bia say ade we asi we until ase e na ontimi so ntia ase e na oti ase nso a enye yie and or person or tiasia. And Timon supply information man, as long as our institution a Ghana institution. 2, as long as you the public purse seeker and you the every Ghanaian. That was our writing. Ghana for Mati the ACC here. The right to information bill no. Ghana for one of information dia ko say when we hear information commission e deny them say information Emma ya bought commission right to information law commissioning ya bomb almost saying 3.5 million Ghana cedis. Ghana for nya reho who say reho pa baby em say wonnim ntia wonnim ya the Ghana taxpayer sika o asan akwakotua eka kase wei e de ato ho e de amakwa some public institutions way tio institutions na information so no so omde ma ankrankro no but the right to information commission no abosa institutions in abomka so now be say na commission wo ho yeden the right to information bill commission or ho yeden and na adwuma ne saying and na mokotena parliament or pass samra ne yeden meanwhile yeah representatives in a quarter 200 and something no more quarter so more passes na yeah na parliament no say mo be pass mra no a ye no bisa say enti mra ya mo passi also emre ebeye adwuma na enti the right to information bill commission oto why completely redundant and all bu institution ye the information be called police will be ya no mo say ya no ye the big electricity corporation wo mu ya no muso mu ya no ye the big Ghana water wo mu ya no muso mu ya no ye the big Jubilee House wo mu ya no muso inti eno an say commission it no wa boss institutions in aka now Ghanaians woni ma dem institutions in ya bomb ka no institutions one more running institutions no they are not running it as their personal institutions so institutions in a government institutions inti say ka no ya bomb no e ya ban sika ene ye say akofa ne ye die kotua enkrofo ne ka Radi Yesu. Ye ka say sika saying 3.5 million gone. Now ubebi say one more institutional heads no more. Why is it that we have not done the law in such a way say all of them will be surcharged? Say ye ni yet true omugum edwo munya kugugum prisons are and information ekuta omo no and I say show omo cobwebs na na so omo drawers they release the information. Ubi says why are they not releasing the information? Why? No, government obianka hwasemo MPP NDC obiaidin no, but they know that there is a law that they need to what operationalize the law. Ghanaians, one this your MPP NDC jokers cartoons, yes. Oh gosh, I'm telling you Ghanaians now share. Adie bi esisesi yi ekire se edumakoi Franklin Kujo eni ni nua eye Venezuela Bryce Simmons ne lawyer Kofi Benson o ma ye eduma colorful job eduma be na o ma ye yeti ha ye dwen ye ho ye nim de kofa ba ye former vice president Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia say anio wo to anamobia sa namono or to day gold for oil or so whatever it is and anu do mo be kika ni bia jan say ya kire wo ha say ebema asumria bama bibia adeda nakwem bibia bededa nakwem bibia bededa nakwem said the nanu yete he ya wahu won say IMF egu mu MPP for mani mu ase won say MPP for be catch Ghana for said the economy is taking a downturn on the heels of the fact that Russian Ukraine war na moto sa anyum ne say den nezre nkola moto sa anyum no Russian Ukraine war stupidity moto sa anyum na onze ne IMF ne be expose say no all of those whatever shore na modi be dry ni su Russian Ukraine war nya mo ye dadafo mo ye atorofo mo ye nkontompofo mo ye nabrabafo na mo ye wudifo mo se mo ni megu as MPP come and speak to Ghanaians ni enti se mo betimi a Russian Ukraine war they be make IMF no a mo ba hu nyansa na mo se o man shebre na de kono they be make tell say they are not your friends oh the IMF is not your friend. They will expose you people. Now 17 to 18 times we've gone to IMF. Can't you see? Abani free so it's just a matter of time. No may expose NDC abani. What the hell? NDC free so any kind of deals be a IMF for no my be won't be expose you. Said the IMO MP before no. Gold for oil. Bawumia said no kofa gold. Mudi beye dead propaganda spoke tonight. Imani said sika twetwe dia ayira he me report me ka te point me to me ka kra tim si kire fa to he na me meye meduma sika we are talking about multi-billions 7.5 billion Ghana cedis tax then exemptions 7.5 billion tax exemptions including the money laundering. What is says money laundering mo de ko he na mo de ko he e ko he sika ne ko he me bo enti mu nya mo bo kakra agiasam I think mu nya mo bo kakra ene ye bisa ejapa mesa say Ebane said because he was a deputy minister for energy. Miami no. Eba mini energy die na fire made a Japan mess and tija you work kasa ni ko huntin said them ko huntin wono so Canada gig enne a Japan mess on it provincial then boss director obi ase onim ho hwe. And of course they are not ready to also speak on behalf of others. Mohu boni amuditi o meya muni abadaye muni ayem hihye na muni nyamisuro ewo mumu eno akwasie na mugu nso de bom nsam kiro nyankopɔ Ghana mpenimfoɔ munyaye o baomia Imani for esomudiem and in the coming days ye be whole report we where you just the Imani for say with immediate effect ora joma hamei almost say put a forensic investigative team right now. They are the NDC for the bear. Most of bear. Some mobile set investigative team and I'm set out investigative team. Where you are just a subset of money, 7.5 billion, and no, just one several billions of dollars near the young kind. Now, some way mobile kaya, if you had a mebekaya me bought tape, say the former governor. The current governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Esiama, one day, Asimbeba Masia Bechirim, including why the former Vice President Muhammad Baumia, Uba Bechira Simbim, Uba be yes and one day. Mankasa Azimian Chemo, Emma me bought tape we, tape benya. Take a lesson, watch this tape, watch it.
I disagree totally. Really? With due respect to His Excellency the Vice President, and I'm not doing politics here, I'm talking economics. So you see, anything you do is about how efficient you do it. You understand? Ask them. Bank of Ghana finances that go for oil thing. Now, after the suppliers, sell, ask them where the money goes. There are serious issues about that scheme currently.
Really, it's not going back to the...
It's not going back to Bank of Ghana. It's a big headache for Bank of Ghana as I speak to you right now. There are big issues behind it. The extractive industry people...
So we have gold.
No, listen.
Okay.
The extractive industry people are even petitioning Parliament, to conduct, an inquiry into the whole thing.
Really?
Exactly.
Oh, Kasano. Baumia, what would you say to us? What else, my papa? Also, petition when in Parliament. They in a Parliament here. What did Parliament do until now? That Imani gone down there to investigate this. When Omai Shebre Ekuramu, Ne Kuramwa, Mumia Omaina Momani Mobokeke. Ubisa said this multi-billions dollars cedis near the Moody's kind of fire. Yes, Nania Baumia, Papa no friends saying, Uncle Debbie was a wine. Uncle Debbie or investigate you. Kisi Ejabe, Uncle Debbie investigate you about number of trucks, cars are what they buy a day. So I go for money no or go for oil no. Moody who's kind of fine. We are just gauging the space in the coming days where this issue, the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will stamp on it and what he's going to do. multi-billions of Ghana cedis ayira. Yenye obi aboni o. Hwe boni a Ghana fo aye including Kwekumika ho bie. Ya ni o. Tio me se boni a Ghana fo meka ho bie ya ni o. And it said we use our thumb like this. That is the crime we committed, oh. That is the crime we committed, oh. To deserve this thankless moment for you guys to siphon daylight robbery, daylight looting of the state coffers, daylight looting of the consolidated fund without recourse to any common sense and any levels of magnanimity. Bonia no. Okay? Bonia no. Now if the supporters of the NDC and MPP will listen to voices like us, into do election time now, mube wait a minute, answer. Answer intesa mwasema. Media manuinti meba be kanchiremo. In the coming days, mube tisi kadudua ajira, including money laundering. What's a money laundering? I say sikapuduo yasisa. Edie free o memu ekogua manone na omu dini kakra di guess skano omu di guess nemni ade di wo mo atoto cars dan nemni ade e de mawom Ghana sika ti Ghana mpinifo munipa eranam munhwe bibi yo na asem bi we chire ba asem we chire o. On Friday, Mobekaya, we have launched an ultimatum and a momentum for the self-style imposed and embattled Chukwudi. The countdown to leave Ghana is right there. Is what? It's bubbling and it's swinging the pendulum. And if any Ghanaian top officer would want to stampede the process, or would want to go in there, massage, or any political machinations, as we know you politicians with that proclivity, we say back off and allow the man to leave Ghana quietly. We are simply drumming home and asking him to have a safe passage without anyone, without any disturbances. Politics of tonight. We turn our sharp lenses on a deeply troubling development in Techiman, where a 19-year-old girl has recounted a harrowing encounter, revealing how a group of Nigerians allegedly attempted to kill her for ritual purposes. Miraculously, she managed to escape the plot. She shared her chilling story with Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayarga. And tonight, we uncover the full details of this sinister scheme. Plus, we turn the spotlight also on the recently concluded 80th United Nations General Assembly, which brought together governments and world leaders from across the globe in New York, United States. The ebe kana makachire modera me de mu be wura no 19-year-old girl no dia atono eniemu nsem ye record here I pese wutie. But before no my yenko the global stage me yenko hwe ade a governments in Africa dwuma omko di wo United Nations wo ensem ne ebi very nice e see etumi now. At the gathering, African heads of state played a significant role in this year's gathering, delivering powerful and thought-provoking statements that reflected the continent's ambitions, demands, and vision for more just, equitable world order. President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, boldly reframed the migration story, challenging the distorted narratives long advanced by Western leaders. Ora John Mahama, your president, kudi nkomo chreche nime bi mu kwanya amanonefo wo monti yensem biase ne de bi omo ka na omo yeden wo mo etoto nsem ne basabasa as if said that's the right way. Meanwhile, enyesa netie. But your president John Dramani Mahama situated the narrative for them to hear one more time, saying, "Eno okanasem." Listen to John Mahama.
Madam President, I also want to draw particular attention to the conflict in Sudan. which this body has described as the world's largest humanitarian crisis. 12 million people have had to flee their homes. And when we speak of migration, we refer to the 12 million new Sudanese refugees, whom we as a global community should be willing to assist in much the same way that many member nations readily assisted new refugees coming out of Ukraine. Let's dispense with the euphemisms and dog whistles and speak frankly. It is not a mystery that when leaders of Western nations complain of their migration problems, they are often referring to immigrants from the global south. But many of those immigrants are climate refugees. And interestingly, the global north emits 75% more greenhouse gases than the global south. However, the effects of climate change are more severe in the global south because we lack the resources to address them effectively. And so when the desert encroaches on our villages and towns and they become unlivable, we are forced to flee. Wasan Shiri, a Somali-born prophet, a Somali-British poet born in Kenya to Somalian refugee parents, was London's first youth poet laureate. She writes in her poem titled Home. And it says, you have to understand that no one puts their children in a boat unless the water is safer than the land. No one bends their palms under trains beneath carriages. No one spends days and nights in the stomach of a truck feeding on newspaper unless the miles traveled mean something more than just a journey. Madam President, we cannot normalize cruelty. We cannot normalize hatred. We cannot normalize xenophobia and racism. If we're going to tell a story, let's not tell its slant. Let's tell all the truth. When we speak of migrants, we speak of Mami Ewusi Mensah Frimpong, a judge on the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. She's the first black female judge on any of California's 4 federal district courts. She was born here in America to immigrant parents from Ghana. We speak of Peter Bosman, a medical doctor in Ghana who moved to the town of Piran in Slovenia in the 1980s and later became the first black mayor of Piran, the first black mayor in Slovenia and in the whole of Eastern Europe. We speak of T. Michael, the iconic Ghanaian Norwegian artist and designer. And of course, we speak of the late Kofi Annan, former United Nations Secretary General. Former United Nations Secretary General and Nobel Peace Prize recipient, who was born in Ghana but spent his adulthood in various places in America and Europe. These are people who have brought great distinction to the countries that they decided to call home. Just as the migrants and the children of migrants before them did, I dare say these are not invaders. These are not criminals.
Great. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nasimo de Tujeni, Emu Shampa, one thing President John Dramani Mahama condemned the denial of visas to Palestinian leaders invited to participate in the event and supported the state of Palestine. Osanso Ekasetia, the Western government, show Palestinian for as a Somoba United Nations visa keke de bemom no ya mom visa. Ntubi say edi entimu popa na wo the Western world no say mo be ma Palestinians visas mo ba United Nations already. Shadia America for mo boa ma Israel is pounding Palestine like ubisi fufu. Kumwom, so far, estimation of saying 70,000 Palestinians, not recounting those under the rubble, all have been killed. By United Nations, so visas. But President John Dramani Mahama condemned this. Take a listen to him.
The denial of visas to President Abbas and the Palestinian delegation sets a bad precedent and should be deeply worrying to all member nations of the United Nations. Ghana recognized the state of Palestine in 1988 and supported a two-state solution to the conflict since then. And I say, contrary to the claims of some, a two-state solution would not be a reward for Hamas. It would rather be a reprieve for the hundreds of thousands of innocent women and children and people who are facing collective punishment and forced starvation for no reason other than the fact that they are Palestinian. For nearly 2 years and for the fear of reprisals, we here in this General Assembly have been playing hide and seek with language to find the right words to help us avoid or excuse what we all know is taking place in Gaza. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what you call it. If it looks like a duck, it swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be a duck. The crimes in Gaza must stop. The crimes in Gaza must stop. Madam President, I also want to draw particular attention to the conflict in Sudan, which this body has described as the world's largest humanitarian crisis.
President John Dramani Mahama spoke profound, prolific, is it not? Well, President William Ruto of Kenya made a profound statement declaring that Africa is no longer willing to tolerate its marginalization in global governance. Nene Krenso, or say, Ebibi Mai, said ya mubuya bonfia, na moma ye yet say yedie, yenkahubi, eba ewiasia membu, and also the formulation of the world order. No, intoleratibium. We must be seen to be part of what? Formulating the global order and its policies. Listen to Ruto of Kenya.
You cannot claim to be the United Nations while disregarding the voice of 54 nations. It is not possible. Africa is no longer willing to wait on the margins of global governance while decisions about peace, security, and development are made without our understanding, without our perspectives, and without our voice. Africa's exclusion is not only unacceptable, unfair, and grossly unjust, it also undermines the very credibility of the United Nations, this organization. Africa dominates most of the Security Council agenda, provides some of the largest contingents of UN peacekeeping forces, and bears the heaviest costs of instability. Yet we remain the only continent without a permanent seat at the main table, where decisions about our destiny.
These were the giants made profound statements at the four walls of the United Nations. Now, a maverick politician also in South Africa, Julius Malema, has questioned why the United States continue to build its military air base across Africa. And of course, he questions what justifies this. Abranti isu ubi onuso onfa asembi eyukra Malema. Wonusu bisa se na die ben kranti na America for. De bia mo soria. Mo de obi ntimi mbesi air base omukrom na mo de bia mo si air base e wo bi krom. How? Including even the South Africa describes the Union building proximity to the US air base. And at the slap of the finger, they will fly and bomb the Union building. Listen to Malema.
Take to Libya. Look at what you did to Libya to date. Because you are going after one man, you destroy the whole country. So if it brought peace in Norway, it has not brought peace in Africa. And our experience with NATO is not what you have experienced. And therefore, we respectfully disagree with that. This thing of territorial threats, we know them here. We've got an army base here in Botswana. What is America doing here in Botswana? Why is Africa not in American borders? What do you call that? And you come and say imperialism and colonialism is finished. When people expand their territorial expansion through putting military bases at our borders. There's a military base here. A study has been conducted that a fighter jet that moves from that army base to the Union building will not take less than 2 minutes to bomb the Union building. If a war is declared with America, America does not have to assemble any resource from Washington or anywhere else to come here. They are already here. What do you call that? It's democracy. It's free world. We must celebrate that. and say, no, imperialism is no longer there, it's in our head. We understand what Putin is fighting against because we have it here. Here. What is it doing here? We never went to Asia. We never went to Europe. We never went to America. We are here. We don't establish bases anywhere. Why should you establish bases in military bases in our continent? And when we speak, it's called old-fashioned politics. That they are out of fashion. There's no such a thing as imperialism. When imperialism is breathing on our neck, we're not going to allow that. We are going to expose that American military base here all the time in the platforms we get and educate our people that this is exactly what Putin is fighting against. America will not allow that. That Russia must go and establish a military base in Cuba with missiles facing the USA. Don't want to allow that. So we must not be allowed, we must not be asked to accept the things that you will not accept if they were to happen in your countries.
Ghanaians, shine your eyes, oh, shine your eyes. Be wasuneti and yoma. Some of this education yoma way. Tie Ghana phone be impesa di netie. The politicians in the waha, they be amakao. Your politics must be devoid of the whatever you call it, the socialism and the socialist and the capitalism. Womu to one or more ya also the African continent. Ozedie. No more pen on myself. In the same spirit, Africans were subdued and treated as second-class citizens, just as the Western world once sought to do with the Native American continent. Enya reho. Koyomo de Africa faso. Say nime bebre waha. American continent here is over. No. America man and kasane ni uranom anyone the Red Indians. Shekwan omode wo mofaso. Eji asasni fi the Red Indians in them. That same roadmap omode Africa nam so no the same. And you know just omode de bia no mpese wiase hu om say wo no ena maka no wo code name is the blue blood. Wo mu chi nipa bia wasasi so ha. Shekwan omode Native Americans no edo mo fa so wo mo go America no ye Trump and in dom no no me Americans no the real Americans ni the Red Indians no right from the Oklahoma ho they enso hwe kwan edo mo fa so jeans as yantam ni afro mo nsem no mo yo ma be kan history book a kires events Abraham Lincoln events George Washington no why no me the discoveries of Listen to this.
The United States government is offering you a piece of land of your own.
We have our own land.
No, it's not yours. It's the U.S. government's.
Did they buy it?
No.
Did they trade for it?
It's not like that.
Then how can they own it?
He has a point.
If you accept our offer, you won't have to hunt buffalo anymore or roam the prairie. You can depend on your country to take care of you.
You are not my country.
Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
Better than what?
Better than what you have.
I like what I have.
I understand that. But your people live in the Stone Age. We live at the beginning of a great industrial revolution.
We will give you everything you need if you will just submit to living on a reservation.
We need nothing from you.
If you walk away from here without a deal, you are asking for war.
No. You ask for war.
You must think of your women and children.
I am thinking of them. How can I ask them to give up what they have for this? I have never seen such a dark, filthy place.
Listen to reason. Your people will be slaughtered.
As will yours. Be warned. We Cheyenne are plenty, and my braves are hungry for a good fight. My son had a vision.
What's in common course? Say no many Africans. Quite so many fasuni. Now here. Despite the bold steps by African leaders to promote good governance, regional cooperation, integration, bilateral trade, and overall well-being of the continent, the Western elements continue to work behind the scenes, plotting to ensure that Africa does not what? Succeed. Yenu omuko jine simpie so UN ho. Ni na ya to adwene. Ni ahwe kwan a ye beboa me wiase na edi ye no. Na wiase na yatena ni ye ne yatena somdwem ne da bi o. Na sa Western world mu mpanimfo efri kronum no ma be African continent. Dey na omoye. Ombe say continent no. So omo si yemra ne no ombe to adwene. Enhwe bibie edi wiase ebefa. Listen to omo plot ni bi. Said the omo plot now, omo de plot towards us. Maybe ni saying, listen to this.
In Africa, yes, because there is a policy of the American government. It's called the Kissinger Report, which was produced in the mid-70s when Henry Kissinger was involved with the government, and it explicitly states, which to this day it remains the official policy of the American government. It has not changed. Mm-hmm. May not be implemented by Trump, but it remains the same. That the purpose of the foreign policy in Africa was to reduce the population. So to give aid to countries in Africa, not clean water and schooling and things like that, but contraception and abortion. In order to shrink the population of Africa, because they have great mineral resources there.
That sounds diabolical.
It is. Yes.
That sounds like something conceived in the mind of Margaret Sanger.
Yeah, definitely. And so at the time, Kissinger and those involved with the Carter administration wanted to shrink the population, make sure that the Africans do not develop and do not use the resources for themselves. Because we in the States, we need them. There is a concerted effort of foreign powers to control the population of Africa. Africa is a huge continent, could feed thousands more people, but the policies of the West, especially in Europe. For example, between 1990 and the year 2000, the United States, Canada, and Europe contributed about $6 billion in contraceptives, not to help the people, not to give clean water, clean food. That is
not to fight malaria, for example.
No, of course, perish the thought, never. Yeah. Let them die. That's the whole idea. So, in our work in HLI, we denounced this reality to make the Africans aware that they have to defend themselves against the influence of foreign powers.
We are. A few babies say, so should our government in Africa continue to make a step at the United Nations? Whilst we are there to contribute to the welfare, the well-being of the global world. No, the rest of the world. They continue to burden Africa with disease, crime, genetically modified organisms, and other harmful elements in the food system, all parts of what? A broader, broader agenda aimed at weakening and ultimately eliminating the African population. So, afiomoko swa de dien yare owo ni nyoma tantantan e de brain wa Africa has a monye ebini dien GMO nuane sesi omaye etim unimo ho enuane ne bebre ho se mo hu se odi share fridge ma de be chena say products ni be tomatoes pass all the tomatoes until say we freeze no tomato unjumi for tomato you see what just like that ewanam boni ben na yaye GMO sunuane nko na si etwa emhwehia meanwhile woko broni ni krom a ono no dedien wama the options say way organic and way inorganic. Why are they doing this to us all the time? The lives of the Bill Gates, and the Rockefellers, they are constantly at the shores of Africa to cause destruction. Ebinio, watch this and watch it for good. Take a listen.
Where does any synthetic molecule serve the living? They don't.
Right.
I mean, none.
And am I right in suggesting that a medicine, by definition, is something which contains synthetic molecules, something that is registered, patented, and put into the market as a medicine?
Absolutely.
Proper. Right. So what I'm learning from you, Dr. Young, is that a quadrillion-dollar enterprise is at work amongst us, decimating, culling the human family.
Intentionally.
Intentionally, using synthetic molecules, which by design are cancer, AIDS, all of the bogeymen we could dream up.
Yeah, it's for the purpose of sterilization and population control. There's too many people on the planet we need to get rid of. In the words of Bill Gates, at least 3 billion people need to die. So we'll just start off in Africa. We'll start doing our research there, and we'll eliminate most of the Africans because they're deplorable. They're worthless. They're not part of this world economy. So they have their rights taken away, and they're suppressed, and they're experimented.
And the multilateral agencies and the health and regulatory so-called authorities and agencies appear in the main to have become weaponized and appear, I again use the word appear advisedly, we're not casting judgments here, we're taking depositions, listening to expert testimonies, appear to be weaponized and appear to be working in collusion against the living men and women of the soil. Is that a fair statement?
It is. It's not a bacterial war. It's a systemic poisoning war, and they're using chemical warfare against all of us.
Have you, in your years, defined anything close to the atom seed of who and what they are? We know about the agencies, we understand the acronyms, but have you come close at all to identifying who and what they are?
I haven't met these Luciferian people, wherever they may be. They hide because they fear the light of which I represent.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Young, Chief Justice, and His Grace, both. I knew that would incite His Grace. Chief Justice, please.
No, this is not a question. You said that you'd heard that there was basically a plan to eliminate a third of the population. The population of the world, and Africa was the main target because the people there are worthless. I just want to say that a colleague of mine, and I make it clear when I say a colleague, someone I know professionally, who is very highly placed. He's not a friend. He's just someone I know who went to the conference at Davos just recently. And the people who go to Davos are the architects and controllers of money and the politics of the world. And he came back and he said to me that it is a definite systematic plan because they have worked out they need to get rid of at least a third of the people on the earth. And I said to him, does that include me? And he said, no, it doesn't include you because you're of European stock.
You're one of us.
Yeah, well, these are not my words. These are Bill Gates' words. Yeah. Just Google Bill Gates and depopulation and sterilization. You'll hear out of his own mouth the plan. And then if that's not enough for you, then listen to Henry Kissinger and his words, where he talks about how this is a win-win situation, and the mandation and mandating vaccines is part of the plan for depopulation and
His Grace had a question. Forgive me, Counsel.
Yeah, it's for the purpose of sterilization and population control. There's too many people on the planet we need to get rid of. In the words of Bill Gates, at least 3 billion people need to die. So we'll just start off in Africa. We'll start doing our research there, and we'll eliminate most of the Africans because they're deplorable. They're worthless.
Bill Gates, please leave Africa alone. No, leave Nigeria alone. Because we are tired.
You see, this guy is supposed to be celebrated in Nigeria. Not even in Nigeria alone. He's supposed to be celebrated in Africa. I'm not even kidding. The step that this guy has taken to challenge Bill Gates about the GMO, I don't know why Bill Gates Foundation is still...
Great. Simehu nipa dodoa, the population in Africa, nipa dodoa yebe yi omo free ho. 3 billion. Yeah, population yes saying. Boni ben na Africa ye. Yebe is our population ye free ho. Well, finally, there's a good advice among the African leaders. Number fana, why you should not advise the leaders in Africa? Listen to this.
Africa need to use your own brain power to make up your own judgment. In the world of today, you hear a lot of talks about whether, Africa should be forced to make a choice between China versus the United States. I think that's the wrong choice. The real choice for Africa, as well as for the rest of mankind, is whether the United States is doing the right thing or is doing the wrong thing. Or whether China is doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. If the United States is doing the right thing, work with the United States. But if the United States is doing the wrong thing, why should you bother about working with the United States or following its leadership? Similarly, if China is doing the right thing, why don't you want to work with China? And, God forbid, if China is doing the wrong thing, why should you work with China? That means African countries, people in Africa, need to use your own brain power to make a decision first, whether this country or that country is doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Don't be forced by any other country to make a choice which will not serve your fundamental interest. Now, when I traveled a little bit in Rwanda yesterday, in Kigali, let me tell you my real observation. I think Kigali is in better shape today compared with China back in 1978, when China started to reform and opening to the outside world, attracting FDI into China. The philosophical point I want to emphasize is that if China can do this in 46 years, Rwanda and Africa can do it in the coming 4 decades or so. Have faith in yourself. Keep faith in yourself. China is a success story which can be repeated by the great people here in Rwanda and the great people here in Africa. Now, another piece of advice. What is the foundation upon which security should be based? Not only for Rwanda, but for Africa. Security never exists in a vacuum. Security should be based on several things, which are the pillars. One is maintain stability at home. The other one is keep peace with your neighbors. And the third one, as Deng Xiaoping, for whom I had the great honor to work with before, development is the hard truth. Develop, develop, develop. Power. I understand, even in this great country of Rwanda, you may not have sufficient amount of power. Focus on that. Get that done. That will provide a much better context, whereby security for Rwanda, security for Africa as a continent will be better reinforced. Thank you.
Wow. Afutua yediama African leaders na mobefa na. Right? Mobefa. Mobe shift yako the global south. Ana se mo shift yako the western world. Ana se as a see a class as leaders who na ya doing ya who say what is it that we will do in order to bring our economy up, in order to also make sure say this global competitive capitalist economy, yes, we be room with our resources. What do we have? The last time it is President Mahama can't say me say as I see reduce the seed capital for any investor to come, so as far as $1 million here concerned. Mr. President, more be fat sad way at the core parliament. Say parliament should bring down the threshold. The threshold here they perform. Mr. President, that would be one of the risky thing ever you would do. If to do that means you want investors to come to Ghana, and untino more better says you can also say 1 million what invested via SO Triano, more teso the above saying 500 million, and I say 500, no more 1 million. Sir, now by the way, your economy, Nankasa, is an import-driven economy. Yes, sir. So what we should rather do, and they say, we'll do something that would, of course, bring the local entrepreneurs all up to speed to quickly rally and support the economy. Of course, we all know that the local entrepreneurs are the bedrock of the economy. They are the strategic nerve center, and they are the epicenter and the pivot. So why don't we rather find it more necessary, say, we'll uplift the local economy, local entrepreneurs, to quickly rally and, cushion the economy, rather than to allow your foreigners to come. Now, foreigners ne banso always so. Into said, if you think that by way of reducing the threshold would allow or open the floodgates for them to come, what is even the guarantee that reducing the threshold and how many investors will come and all of them significantly will help push your economy to whatever significance margins any area? Why have we done this to ourselves for far too long with this distraction? At least a soldier man did this. A soldier man, Lieutenant General Kutu Echampon did some marvelous thing. Do you know what he did? Kutu Echampon did something. What he did was the fact that he picked a document, knowing that foreigners were here doing business and they were taking our resources, our mineral deposits and whatever. Kutu Echampon said, now listen, this will be a thing of the past. I've said this before. He went into the archives, picked a document prepared by one of Nkrumah's loyalists called Kweku Boateng. And what did he do? He decreed the document and said, hence, all foreign companies falling our trees and rosewoods and digging our gold and bauxite and whatnot, listen, Ghana would take the greater percentage of these resources. Go with the small whatever percentage and let Ghana be. If you can't leave the country. Kutu Echampon, guess what he did again? After he canceled or not, he repudiated that $94.4 million from the IMF. Guess what? He again set out a seed capital and made sure all Ghanaians can utilize it. Every Ghanaian interested in doing business, come, pick up. There were women in this country, including wives of armed forces, who participated in this loan business. Succeeded to the extent of women were able to afford to buy VW Volkswagen. And we all know this was Kutu Echampon, a military officer's deal. So instead of floating this your big push, asking Ghanaians to come feed on it and let's build the local economy, rather we are allowing the foreigners to come and the foreigners are coming as well. You are reducing that threshold, so anybody should come. What about the indigenous? That's three fundamental policy formulation of what Kutu Echampon. Was it what? Local participation and indigenization. 2, self-reliance. And 3, greater economic height. And he succeeded. How many governments under the Fourth Republic mutumi pushed this agenda? Until now, our economy continued to be still what? An import-driven economy. Meaning that the local indigenization, just but what's the guarantees of about economy and lift up to whichever GDP I bet me I succeed we could him for? Why don't you rather strengthen the base? Lift up your men and women, let them push. Ebini sesi aye kaseya ama Nigerians mini Ghana for each say show all these supermarkets and shops in Asifu now invaded by Nigerians, Lebanese, Chinese, no, it means that governments now more bad. When you imagine say you want to strengthen your own local participation. No, you rather want foreigners to come and take over your shops, your retail, your other businesses, and what have you. What about say cut it off? We need serious business people, not just any small whatever. Be about $1 million and so no matter so say and into be amra. Now what is the guarantees or ba? Not what be Boama Ghana 80 year. Mr. President Mahama, some move with your menu. I know say you are preparing something and you are about to send it to Parliament for Parliament to deliberate on it. Mr. President, rescind your decision. Allow that 1 million threshold me. Let it be. Folks, make a short break. We'll move into the horrors of horror of this very Nigerian gangs who wanted to kill this innocent 19-year-old girl for whatever it is. You will hear it. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. This is the Frontline show with Kweku Annan investigating. For now. Welcome back to the Frontline Ghana Speaks Extension. I am Kweku Annan. Into what she shared your way now was Africa, Yamobo, Africa, Yamobo, baby. Share acquire the Western world, Eddie Faso. Share acquire what before Africa, share acquire what did the Native Americans in a Faso. Native Americans, who go on Faso. A G crony from 7. The same way. Now, Africa, they they are turning around the minds of our leaders. They are the fickle minds of the African leaders. What was their leaders in your baby? Well, I welcome you to Ghana Speaks Extension, and in this edition, we dive into the chilling ordeal of a 19-year-old girl who narrowly escaped a terrifying encounter with a group of Nigerians in Techiman. But before we get into that harrowing story, let's begin with this developing story as well. 4 Nigerians have been arrested in connection with a suspected, human ritual killing. Answer na mebo girl na account achiro no. Mami nin kan fo we nchiro. Hwewe. Bi weni say. 4 Nigerians have been arrested. There no maye. Umekukum obabi. Umukum ni dene ye den. Take a listen. Watch this.
Assemble nipa kuma eta wasa no disi nipa
a woman had. He told us that he have a man can get it for him. Just this art and 1 over 2 years ago. That's what I have.
What about the breast? The one you had 2 years ago. What did you use?
I'm not the person are using it. The person are using it is already dead. So the police are what is happening.
What about the breast? What did you do?
The breast I gave you.
I'm
not part of the people killing the girl, but one thing is that this my brother asked me that he need breast and toto. One day I just play in my house. I see this guy with his friend just come to me. Then come to me sometime every day.
I know them
just
very well.
Play with them. Say one of my brother told me that.
Very sad and regrettable. Zenot. 4 Nigerians. 4. Ekum nipao oyobao ometu nakuma. Masi twitwa the body parts. Mame fa munura Techiman mining. Ne ene ere enkasa. Enkoma one Dr. Alhaji Hassan Ayaragadiye. Whilst we're there and we needed to record this very important information. So, those of you within the enclave, beware. Ghanaians in Techiman, beware. And then you don't land yourself in trouble. See, as somebody running common with you, Ghanaians. Listen to this.
Doctor, you said the food supplement.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They call themselves New Life, and they are saying they are real, they are legal because they have products. And they are saying every organization that doesn't have products is a scam. They are using that one to defend themselves, and so they are working all over here. They go to this town, another week they are here doing health screening with no professional certificate. Yes, and me too. Right now. They know I want to, I'm against them and I'm no more with them. And they're against me. Right now my twin sister is called Belinda. She's with them. And me, I'm Linda.
So you have abandoned them?
I've been telling other elders to tell her to stop the work. But they are not money. She's not minding me. They've doctrined her that to the extent that she knows they are good, but they are using her to make money. Because they are Nigerians. And they don't speak correct English. So when she is speaking the correct she here and other Ghanaians, then the Ghanaians will believe them. So they are seriously using it. So when they get to somewhere and they are speaking, the Nigerians, they are like, she is no good. Or they are speaking their PG and they realize they are Nigerians, they push her forward and she'll be speaking correct tree. Then they use her tree, correct tree to convince Ghanaians. They are not only her, but most of Ghanaians are part.
And they are scamming people.
They are scamming. And they even kill. They have some school bags at their back. Some of them carry idol in it. I've seen all that. I told my sister that it's not from God. She should stop. She said she knows, but she will follow them for money. She want money. So she's following them. And they are deceiving her.
They kill people.
Ladies are part and men are part.
So they kill people too.
Sorry.
Did you say they kill people?
Hello?
I'm saying, did you say they kill people?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I said, did you say that they also kill people?
Yes, because I've not seen them killing, but they tried to do me. They tried to kill me.
What?
And I escaped. I saw the one man taking my picture, and I turned and he quickly stopped. He panicked and stopped when they wanted to kill me. They did a lot of things for me to know they wanted to kill me. They did a lot of things, and I stopped. They had like somebody gave them the contract from my family that as for me they should use me for ritual. What? They carry school bag. Yes, they carry school. Now, proof is that when you get them, they have to. There's one guy among them. They don't use their real name. I know one is called Olivia. She's using fake name Clara. I know one is called Rahana. She's using fake name Radia. They've changed their name and they have their fake ID card with different names apart from their original names. All of them, they are not using their name. Sometimes even one is having fake name Joy. I don't know her real name. They will call her and then they will forget that that's my name they are calling, unless they tap the person. It's then I started to suspect that they are using fake names. It's then I started to investigate, and I realized these people are very, very notorious scammers and notorious killers. They have some school bags. All of them, they have school bag. I caught one. Idol is in the school bag. Idol in a can, they will say bosom. Bosom is in the school bag.
And they are using where are you calling from?
Hello.
Where are you calling from?
Please, right now I'm in Chira, Sunyane Chira.
Okay.
Right now I'm in Chira.
So those.
As I'm speaking, please, I searched online and I got your number. Please, are you Honorable Hassan Ayariga?
Yes, I'm Hassan Ayariga.
Very good. I heard in some people conversation that you are against foreigners who are dismantling the country's development.
Yes.
So I went online to search. Is somebody who even searched it for me. I myself don't have smartphone. It's cheaper that I'm using. So I asked someone to search for your email account so that I can test you. But the person didn't. The email account wasn't clear. It's your phone number, and I asked the person to write it for me. That's why I'm calling. If right now I'm a victim.
Okay. Is this your personal?
Hello.
Is this your personal number?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I wasn't hearing because some big trucks were passing.
I know. Is this your personal number?
It's for my junior brother.
Okay.
My personal number is Voda.
It's Voda. Okay.
Yes.
When we finish talking, you send me your.
Please come again.
When we finish talking, send me your personal number on my WhatsApp or send me a message.
Okay. I even have some of them. They are this one. They are numbers.
They are numbers.
I can show you how you get them.
Okay.
In a chunk, without some of them even escaping. There are very many.
Okay.
They have branches and offices. Imani, Techiman, I know them. I've been among them. They have a hostel where they sleep. I've been among them.
They have a hostel where they sleep.
Yes.
And that is where they.
And I stopped on the 20th of last. It's like 20th or 24th of last month. It's when I stopped working with them.
What? And they recruit people to work with them.
You said what?
They recruit you people to work with them.
Yes. They doctrine us to the extent that I thought I've met my destiny changes. I thought I've met the organization that would change my life. I was seriously working with them. But I got to some place. I used to ask them, why the Nigerians plenty like that? Then they'll convince me it's because Ghanaians are not serious. Then I'll go. I said, you are looking for workers. Why won't you send the information to a TV station or radio station for advertisement? They said, no. Let's be posting posters. Then I bring another one. Then these people it's like they are hiding. And I started to think they are this thing. But I go to somewhere, I realized they have my aunties having their number. Every information that will happen at work, I'll come home, my auntie would say something about it. When I go home, when we come home and my auntie fight us, they'll ask us what happened yesterday. I started, but they have my auntie's number. They are those who said, I want to tell you something. Me, my auntie, okay, should I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For my family, they don't like someone who is a virgin. But for me right now, I'm a virgin, so my auntie told me to them that I'm a virgin, they should kill me for rituals.
What?
So they started taking my pictures. I'll go somewhere, someone go and test me with Okada, the tricycle.
Yeah.
They'll test me. I'll branch. I'll manage to get into another vehicle and run to home. Then I ask myself, I know my family members, they don't like me. I know my aunties, they don't like me. But how did they know that I'm at this place? It's the workers, the officers, the directors who are sending me there. So I suspect them. How did they know I'm here? Now they are chasing me. No, so I started to suspect them, not knowing when they asked me to go to this area to go and paste posters or go and prospect people to come for health screening. Then they asked some criminals that they sent me to this place. They should come there, especially in the evening, 7 o'clock. That time they will still be at work. I should go and do prospecting. I should go and paste posters here. Then me too, I'll mimically follow. Then I'll be going. Then I'll go and meet criminals. It's only God that has said it's not my time to die. That is why I'm still alive. I'm a victim. Even last night, last night I have my auntie. I'm with my auntie. I ran to the best auntie of mine who loves me so dearly. I went to her. I'm at a place right now at Amangwasi. This woman, yesterday they called her to come and take care of her mommy. Her senior sister, she's the junior. So my mother, they called her, she should come. Seriously, they were calling her that she should come. Why are they the seniors taking care of their mother and she's the junior, she's there? So because she knows they are saying the right thing, she is not taking care of their mother. They are the seniors. They're cooking for their mother, washing, cleaning, everything. So she decided to go as they are saying. So she went to the farm to get food crops, cassava and plantain. She went to Techiman. Yes, Techiman. She went there. In the evening, not knowing my senior aunties who are trying to kill me, they've already giving my contract to some other guys that they are calling my auntie. I'm with her. Now my auntie has gone to Techiman right now. Yesterday she went. And today she said she'll be coming on Tuesday. Today is Monday. So they sent those guys to me to come and rape me. And these guys, they realized I have my junior brother, 13 years, JHS1 with me. So because of that, when they got to the veranda at midnight, not midnight, 3 o'clock today, I heard their footsteps. That time I wasn't asleep because I know what was going on. I myself, I knew it, so I was expecting them. So the moment I heard their footsteps, I just called. I just called the next door, the guy there, and he came out. That time we didn't see anyone because I called and I was talking to the person. I don't know whether they heard my voice. When we all came out, they were not there at night. I'm a victim right now. They want to kill me. They want to rape me. They want to do anything because I've decided to maintain myself as a virgin. That is the sin I've committed right now.
How old are you?
I am 19 years. I completed Techiman Senior High School last year.
Wow. Okay. You know where they live. You know their location. You have their phone number.
Yes, I know the female hostel at Techiman. I know the female hostel at Sinyani. I know their office at Techiman. I know their office at Sinyani.
And all
there are many. They said they have many branches.
Listen to me. Are they Nigerians or Ghanaians?
They are all Nigerians. They've been able to doctrine few Ghanaians who have good English. And they themselves, they can speak the English, the Chi very well. They are all Nigerians. My leader, they are all Nigerians.
All right.
Few of them are Ghanaians. Few.
And if we trace to you and come to you, you will be able to take us to where they
My leader, please, I am fully loaded. It's what I need is full support from my leaders. I don't have anything, but I have information.
Okay.
I am fully loaded.
This information.
I don't have anything. I have information.
All right. When we finish,
all I need is full support.
You will get my support, and you get the support of authorities.
Thank you.
Guys, so this is the harrowing account of this 19-year-old girl. There's a part 2. Hopefully Wednesday, with the part 2 number Bremo. We've done an maybe to secure an maybe. That's why now I find it convenient say mebo table where mamo. My main car message way. Kweku, please, I suggest that once a while you visit the president for one-on-one. You mean me? I don't know if it's me. Say I mean visit the president, Mahamana. Mr. Annan, I greet you. I always listen to you every day. You have a nice program. Your program are always very important and very critical to the citizens of this nation, Ghana indeed. We must help to push the Nigerians off from the various parts of our country to return to their country. because most of them are practicing fraudulent activities in the country. From Circle to La Paz, just on the way, there is a place called Kazama. These Nigerians occupied in a certain huge building by the roadside claimed they are agents of employment. Crystal, I have been there. I am a victim, so please, they must go. Okay. Bosman, the Chinese said it's all and it's the reality. I feel only Africans can develop Africa, like I stated earlier, especially when leaders are honest. The youth are innovative, and the people support their own. The power is in our hands, not the foreigners. So I don't think foul. I don't think foul. Bossman, we must add value to our own resources, trade among ourselves, and invest in our people. The wealth is already here. We just need good leadership and unity to make it work. Thanks for those visuals you are showing. This is the bold TikTok again in Tema or something of that sort. Okay. Kweku, you address Honorable Sam George with so much arrogance than the person you describe as arrogant. Play back your show of today and see yourself. Learn how to speak to the public. You can say the same in different way. I spoke the way I have to speak to Sam George, and I stand by it. Do you understand me? I spoke that to Sam George, and I stand by it, and I will speak same if Sam George will not refrain. If Sam George is don't piss me off. I hate stupidity. Listen, he runs my public purse. I don't run your public purse, okay? So what about Damwa? Or run a public purse. Me run a public purse. Oh, my job is to. He run public purse. I don't run public purse. And he got no right not to come and do what is right. How dare you? Abu bodam na mama politicians ki kan kwasi asamo Ghana no a ye koka monte no a moto na Jimmy nyoma sa mo so na politicians dey ebi na yesi go for there over several billions sikana ira. Are you aware of that? Wako kono koko bi some say sikana e the consolidated fund man na say e shan krankru nsem nkwasi akika bi say me memfa mama show so I intentionally read the message so I can give you this response. You think I'm scared? I'm not asking you to come and watch my show. Me, I don't give a hook. I'm not scared of any politician in this country. And I've said it and I've drummed the alarm bell to them. I'm not scared of these. Why? Why do you think I should be scared of them? When I hear politician was so mad today, me treat you like a kid gloves. Who the hell is Sam George? Who is he? He's running the public purse. And John Mama has given him a responsibility to what? Ensure Ghanaians get the best of it. Go and negotiate idea. What is it? More channels and is that what we ask him to go and do? Or you think we don't have other persons who equally could get the job done properly? Don't dare me. There will be a day I don't want to be provoked to be saying other things. I'm just waiting for the appropriate time. Politicians, let them ride like horses on your head. You, not me. Okay? I have said I respect politicians. Me a few. I can count them and I can name them. So good evening, Kweku. I'm Ransford. Kweku, this country called Ghana, it seems like some of our leaders are in support of this useless called Chukudi misbehaving. You use a word. I'll not use it. Ransford. Oh, like the animal kingdom, man. Ransford is one of those. Where's Jose? Kweku? Please, I said this because I know there are so many intelligent informations and advice you can give to him, please. Oh, okay. So that I can talk to John Mahama one-on-one. Semene John Mahama be kasa dia. One of our dear Mekache John Mahama to do is to sack that Sam George out of his office. How dare they? One of the things I will say is that President John Dramani Mahama should sack that Sam George from that office immediately. I don't want to be provoked to release things out. Sure, me on, my ministers no mgono, Massa. I respect those I respect you, but woe unto you to use your office to try to stampede my way. Don't you dare. If you dare, I'll go with you boot for boot. I don't lose anything. I'm a journalist. You a minister. You have been given a task. My taxpayers' money in the demand said, fair running that office. All right? Any demand said, fair running that office. If you cannot run that office, get out of the office. No, be running the office. No. Sounds of funa. Mama mo politicians in the Edi Wagana. No. Yenkwasiya sama mi amimiti ha. What did I make a chodo? Some fully binye vice president, former vice president. Kona koko rane goal for Debea. Sika pudua. Eye Ghana for sika u. Ghana sika over same 7.5 billion Ghana cedis. Yehu may be alpha. This is just a reporter. They've quoted one mania, the rest ninyamae. And now Imani is asking President Mahama to do what you call forensic report. I'm just with the hope. I'm keeping hope alive. John Mahama will do it. Near the rest of the years can echo. Are you concerned about that? Namia doctors confirm not in the and research it. What are they saying? One doctor at me iodine at the over 4,000 women. Pregnant women, all of them, one more placenta in iodine, are what contaminated what cyanide and mercury. Are you happy? These are your unscrupulous, stupid politicians who are doing this to the people of this country. And more politicians in the they've all invaded our forest zones, they've invaded our water bodies. All nyabotre ebi ana unwe na wo na hu sa wo yeni ni placenta nim cyanide any mercury guma oho na obi hu jimia wo de keka sa nkwa siasam na you are endorsing your politicians to be speaking rubbish. How dare you? You think I care? Let them take me to his home. Me say me koda ho me nsa ma abodanfo mo hwe de amaya kwaye no no, no. Politicians need at the same time, they are causing distraction to ecosystem and the eco environment, and they don't even care. They don't have the fear. Sooner rather later, they are telling you the water you are about to drink will be imported. Now, what are they whipping? What's it? What are they whipping? Ghanaians. Sometimes I feel so sorry that I come and sit here to do a program for Ghanaians like this, who completely don't appreciate anything except to go and join the bench wagon politicians to be doing nonsense. What are you now? Now, President, go away. You can't add on my penino soon. You can't add how much more? Sam George. What the hell is Sam George? Oh, but damn. Go and tell him I'm here. Upon me close to radio, the TV stations. You know how dare they? How dare they? Yanti Kroma. Sam George and Mama the crusade against what? Lesbians and gay rights. What has become of it? You think we are stupid? You think we wash our face upwards? When you allow your unscrupulous, rogue politicians to be using and play on the keyboard of your emotions, this is what you see. That's why somebody is advising African leaders to think. Think! They don't think. So the Western element will come and influence the base and cause more. Say, Ghana, do you know how much? Quite apart from we destroying our own water bodies and forest reserves, there is also what you call the avalanche of what? GMOs, modified organism food, and so on. And now go to your hospitals. You're talking about kidney on the rise. You're talking about what? Kidney on the rise, blood pressure on the rise. You're talking about what? Liver cirrhosis. Please don't let me go there. That's why I said I wish I don't know what I know, because my heart beats more than triple second for the fact that I know these your leaders who have governed this country for well over 33 years are completely gaslighting all of us into a state of abyss. Okay? These your politicians. Ghanaians, forgive me for some of the things I say. Your politicians are gaslighting all of us into what? Complete what? As if say we are in a chamber gaslighting us and they don't care. For us, you know. The doctors are speaking and they are tired. They are tired, oh. Doctors, they are tired. 4,000 patients, Dr. Bakoshe, all of them. All Emma no munimina, placenta nina, the placenta which serve as an incubator na air house and crown of babies in woman, nina contaminated of cyanide and mercury in this country called Ghana. MPP ni NDC, Bonia umudidi tia humanity no. Onyankopon ho or the mubre eba. Guys, sorry I got off at the close of the show. But I need to wrap up. Of course, up next, I'm sure, class news is coming following after this show. Folks, my name still remains Kwekwana. Show we at the YouTube no so opa kokoshe wo. Okay? Opa jai. Me for so se koshe. Opa hwe opa jai. What did I make a job no? Opa hwe opa menhwe. Me mama defe Ghana fo. Because Ghanaian ye nipa bonefo ye bonia ye fo. Do beka papa akira mo no mompe. Ono na mo bona same dem na emom de baba be di trache mo na mo ye ne hure nti me mfa wo ho o de obe nipa ba ku tia me wie medwuma what did I mention as here so let your ministers continue to fool around I don't care enye me mfa me ho sa I'm doing my services to God and what my nation I'm done enti na chukudi or politicians in a man time to have a full field day now you say hey your days are numbered. Now, what the mopa on the 17th of October under Central Ghana, me and BC guys, oh my boy, Ruby X, Ekahobi, Eko Bestmark, and of course, online editor Keynes. Too indefatigable, of course, executive producer Yamba, credible woman, Mami Push, Mam show me, bro. Show me the YouTube one. Open repeated, I'll wait to make YouTube. I then, Aquaco, show Honum, maybe be added in Aquam, of course. My Wednesday same time we'll bring you the part 2 of the chilling account of this 19-year-old girl. Folks, let's see how your leaders will respond to their responsibility that would ensure the welfare of the Ghanaians. No leaders who will come and lie through their teeth with propaganda and lies and lies. And when their time comes to render their stewardship, then they want to continue to do more arrogance. I don't run public pairs. They run the public pairs, so I don't control any public pairs. And I have the right to speak to them. I got the right to speak to them and for them to answer. I haven't insulted them. I have the right to speak to them. The man I have to speak for them to answer questions. Folks, we don't be